Hi, this is Migs Damiani. I'm from Rockville, Maryland, and I've been a facilitator for See You at the Top and Strategies for Success for more than 21 years. In 1990, a business friend of mine gave me one of Zig Ziglar's tapes to review. It was entitled Foundations for Success. He was teaching a Zig course, See You at the Top, to the Rockville Chamber of Commerce in groups of 20. At the time, the program consisted of 15 individual units. I perused the tape and found myself replaying it several times and invited a few of my friends to view it, and their feedback convinced me that this program I would use to build around in my total quality management responsibility for Montgomery County, Maryland. I was trained in how America's corporations were teaching TQM, but I was convinced it wasn't as effective as offering the See You at the Top program. Needless to say, I asked an associate of mine to become a facilitator, and he and I introduced it in Montgomery County. The program was so successful, we had as many as 5 facilitators teaching it at one time, and more than 1,200 employees took the course. That's remarkable since, at the time, Montgomery County had 10,000 employees. Since then, I personally facilitated more than 68 classes of 20, and Zig became my personal mentor. Whenever he came to Washington or Baltimore, I was in the front row, listening to every word he said. I met him often, or with him often, with members of his family, and over time, the See You at the Top program, I started facilitating it. Currently, I still teach the program in-house to MCOR employees. MCOR is a company that I work for currently. I use DVDs of Zig circa 1990, and I supplement it with materials complementary from my personal experience. I've enjoyed a close and personal relationship with Zig and believe that he helped me more than anybody in regard to my career's success and in my life. In his Golds class, Zig recommended that everyone write a book. Within a year of hearing that challenge from him, I published my first book, Looking for the Gold, and sent him a copy. As a direct result of my working with him closely, I became president of 2 companies, wrote and published 3 books, plus a chapter in another, and have been the recipient of 30 national awards. I am certain that Zig has hundreds of friends like me who have similar accomplishments because they followed him. I remember well my first meeting with him. I bought tickets to meet with him personally and hear a breakfast speech in Baltimore. Meeting him was a thrill for me, and I learned how to greet people and make them feel important in 2 minutes from Zig. He looked as if he was just waiting for me to meet, had a twinkle in his eye, and while we were shaking hands, he was patting me on the shoulder. It made me feel as if I were the celebrity and not him. Zig Ziglar, I hope, would have come along 10 to 20 years earlier in my life. It's had a tremendous effect on what I turned out to be, and I still try to emulate him. I've read Born to Win, and it's another book that will be a tremendous success. It's a culmination of everything that Zig has done in the success area, and I believe it will really be a big seller.